Hello and welcome back, and today in my craft along I'm going to teach you how to make what is probably the most famous of all Japanese origami folds, the crane. So I've got my piece of paper. This piece is about 13 centimeters square. So it's not quite one of the standard sizes you would buy your origami paper in, but it's going to be a perfect size for this. I've also got something new today, and this is what's called a bone folder. You can get them made today from bone or also from plastic, and it's a traditional tool that is used to help you get really nice crisp folds. I've only just got it myself, so I'm training myself to use it, so let's see how you get along. So you've got your square of paper. Let's start. First of all, just going to make a horizontal fold, nice and carefully, and then I'm just going to use my bone folder. And then I'm going to open it out and then do the same the other way with the vertical fold. Make sure I line it up nicely and then make my crease. Next, I'm going to turn it over, put it diagonally, and you're going to fold 2 diagonal folds from corner to corner. Again, take your time to make these as precise as you can. Make them nice and sharp, either with a tool if you've got one, or by using your fingernails. This is actually another reason why I bought the tool. It does make things a lot easier for when I've just cut my nails. So, quite straightforward so far. The next stage is a little bit tricky, but nothing too hard. I need to open it out again and find one of those vertical or horizontal folds that you did in the first stage, and just fold your paper back in. I'm going to do it slowly so that you can see, and then once you've got it in half like that, you're going to very carefully just push it together so that you end up with this sort of cross shape at the top, and then you can flatten and just fold it back again. So I'll show you that again. Because you turned your paper over, you've got some folds like the diagonal ones that want to fold in on themselves. So starting again, horizontal, vertical, fold it in, push it down, and then crease it down, so that you've now got a smaller square with flaps. And then you've got one point, which is, this is the center point, but if you look at the other end, you've got these looser bits. So I'll just pause while you do that. Okay. And again, with these pauses, it does make it easier for you if you want to go back at any time and re-watch something. Hopefully that will make things a bit easier for you. Now, we have a crease along here on one of our flaps. What we're going to do is keeping the folded part at one end, and here we've got our looser ends. We're going to carefully fold one of these pieces up to that middle line. And if you want to check, because it can be tricky, you just fold it up and then you can just see quite easily where you need to make that fold to. Right, and then crease it with your fingers and then a firmer crease. Next stage, turn your paper over. You don't have to, I just find it's easier. And you're going to do the same thing. So you're bringing this corner up to meet this one here, folding it down neatly into place. Try and keep that corner as neat as you can. And then crease it down firmly. So on this side now, you've got almost a kite shape with two flaps here. This is your centre point. Now we're going to turn it over and do exactly the same thing again. So take a flap, find your middle. You can see I just find it helps a lot just to reinforce that middle line there. It depends on the paper you're using. Some papers you'll be able to see it more clearly than others, but I often find that using paper which is being printed on, it can be trickier. So do it once and you got it. We're going to do the other side. So now you've got a kite shape on both sides, and each side could open up like this and has two flaps there. So hopefully you've got that, but again I'll just give you a few seconds to catch up or to rewind. So we're just going to make a fold across here. Now it's up to you. I'm going to fold it away from me first. That's simply because I find that easiest to get it done accurately. And then I'm just going to crease it, open it up again and crease it the other way. And you'll see why in a minute. This step, if you want to, you can skip, but it is worth doing because it makes it easier. I know it seems a bit silly to make a fold you don't need, but just trust me. So there we are. Now, this bit is slightly tricky. Again, so watch closely. You can open up that square, find your open edge here, and you're going to fold it up and then backwards and onto itself. And this is where that fold there helps, because you'll just fold as it goes flat. It naturally wants to come in on itself, and that fold there helps you to get it really nice. So I'll just show you again before we go over onto the other side. Open the flaps up, lift the bottom one up and back, and you can see as I do this, the two sides naturally start to come in on themselves, and then you can just crease that back down. Having that fold that we've just made, the one across here, really helps you get that shape nice and neat. Again, same thing on the other side. Open it up, fold it back, and you can see here how it's just going. Sometimes you might just need to ease it across a little bit. That's fine. And there we are. Might need to, I've just got to tweak this end bit here to get it as neat as I can. That's it. And then fold it down. So what you should end up is a diamond which has got two flaps at that end, and at this end is split down the middle. And this, which you can also put back like that, but this is your bird base. So catch up to there, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. Okay, and remember, you can always go back if you need to. I'm going to take this long edge here and we're going to fold it up to the middle. Now your paper, you're starting to get a few more folds now, so it gets a bit trickier to fold, but you just take it up to the middle, just gently ease it into place, and when you're certain you've got it, give it that nice crisp fold down. And I'm going to do the same the other side. Long side up to the middle. Check it's all going down properly where you want it to, and then fold it into place. So that you're getting a longer, thinner rhombus shape, and you've got these two smaller flaps. And surprise, surprise, turn it over. Do the same thing again. What you must check on this piece is that you don't fold the wrong pieces. Don't fold from here where you've got this one sort of triangle flap. You need to fold from here where it's split down the middle. It's a very easy mistake to make, so don't worry. Either grab your, if you do make that, either grab yourself another piece of paper or carefully unfold what you've done. It would probably be easier though to get another piece of paper and start again, because you won't have any extra folds in the way confusing you. So again, press that down nicely, and this fold is important to get it nice and crisp. And the same the other side. Long edge up to the middle. Hold it in place, check it's folding down where you want it to, and then crease, a nice firm crease, because if you've got crisp creases at this point, it will make the next stage easier. Now if you've done it properly, this part, which is where you've got your longer, narrower part of the rhombus, you can actually move separately. Okay, we're nearly there, you'll be pleased to know. The wings. People do this part in different orders. I find it works to me best to do the wings now. So here we are, and I'm just folding it back down like that, and then I've got a triangle up at the top there. So all you're doing is taking this flap, triangle flap, and folding it down as far as you can. Now for other models, how you fold these rings might vary, but today for what we're making, we're just keeping it simple. And actually, if you notice, the point of the ring actually comes down to this middle point here. So again, other side, and fold it into place. And you've got your two wings. So now we need to do the head and the tail of your model. So hold it here and just watch while I do it first, and then I'll talk you through it. So what I'm going to do is open this up, open this part up, and I'm going to fold it in on itself like that, and then crease it back along in half. So let me show you that again. Just holding it, because you want to keep the rings out of the way, so just hold those bits steady, but don't hold it here. You need to be able to get to that bit there. Open it up, fold it back. Now you can vary the angle at which you fold it, so I'm going to put it there. Again, nice fold. And turn it over, and you're going to repeat. So just holding it either there, or now you've done one ring, it might be easier to fold it on that part. Open it out, fold it up in on itself, and then fold it back in half. Right. So, and again, just choose the angle you want. So open, fold it back, and then fold it back in half again. There we are. And again, you can vary it. Now, very often when you're making this, you'll find that one of these pieces is a bit neater than the other one. Okay, I would probably tend to keep the neater one for the tail. Now for the head, it's similar to what we've just done. Decide how big a head you want your bird to have. And then you're just going to fold like this. This bird's going to have quite a big head and quite a long beak, I think. Either side. And then you open it up and you're going to do an inside fold. So you're bringing both those pieces up to the middle. And that gives you the head and the beak of your bird. I'll just show you that again, because it is a little complicated. And of course, by now, the paper's getting that bit thinner. But it is quite similar to how you made the head and the tail in the last move. So decide where you want it. Fold it one way, fold it the other. That's just to set those creases in place. Open, and then just push in, and then bring the sides up to make your head. Now all you need to do is open out the wings, and you've made your Japanese crane. So, glad you enjoyed that. Keep an eye out, because I am going to be showing you some ways that you can change this crane into other things, including a dragon. So, see you soon. Bye.